wedded husband.
To be my...
Bertine. Not Bertine's heart.
With a tramp like you?
Well, I know it hurts being third rate, but aren't you accustomed to it yet?
Oh, Robin, I see it.
I baptized myself the slut of Springfield!
Son of a bitch in heat. I found out myself what love is all about.
Hey everybody, it's me, Nikki. Ciao. How y'all doing? I had to update the app. And now it's not working. I don't know what's going on. It's still like frozen on like this one scene. I don't really care about Derek and Ashley, but let me go ahead and listen to him. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I don't know if anybody else has the Paramount app, but I'm having a little. So Danny then went over to Evil Genuine's house and she's showing him pictures of Chelsea. And she was like, our baby never went through an awkward phase. And he was like, she gets it from you, but you could have just emailed this to me or sent it over by, carrier pigeon or something like that. And she was like, everybody's so busy in this technological age and nobody really talks anymore. Like, come on now. He was like, oh, you post more than a teenager. Okay, you retweet, you post, and do all that stuff and interact more than a teenager and text and all that stuff. So why are you really over here? You just needed an excuse to see me. And they sitting on his couch at his house while his wife is listening in the background, okay, being a background ear hustler. Yeah, this is a problem. Child, I don't know what the hell happened to Paramount. Like, it is legit frozen. So it's gonna be a second with us like me having to go on mute for to listen to como se DJ to listen to like watch the show, because I have no clue. Like, Paramount completely froze and it's stuck on Danny and Andre kissing, but I'm like, Danny and Andre, we ain't seen them yet. Yeah, I have it on regular TV, but I typically just pull it up on my other phone on the app because live stream. So Triple H is listening to them have this conversation. I don't care about Vanilla Bean and Crazy Eyes. But what I do know is Vanilla Bean on big bullshit. What I do know is Vanilla Bean is on big bullshit. Why is Vanilla Bean on big bullshit? Because Vanilla Bean called Andre to the hospital to talk. And Andre is telling Shanice, listen, I know I'm supposed to be in the friend zone. That's where I'm supposed to be at. I have no problem with being in the friend zone. But she called me here to talk, and he's asking about Derek, and she tells him he's good, but you can wait. And the reason she called Andre, and the reason she's on big bullshit, is because she called Andre over here to tell him that her and Derek is getting married. That's why she called him over here. That's exactly what she did. That's exactly why she did it. Stop playing with me. Now, Miss Anita called Chelsea and Kat over there to basically try to help them with ChelseaKat. Okay, she's trying to help her granddaughters with, their business and everything, which I have no problem with. So she called them over there and she's like, oh, I'm going to help her. She's going to help them by way of them helping her with the fundraiser and choosing the color. So she was like, this color, this color. And Chelsea's like, I know what you're doing. You're trying to get me back to work and da-da-da-da-da. And Anita was like, I'm not really trying to do that. Just trying to, engage and, work with you. You like trying to engage. Yeah, she could have used the phone instead of having a face to face with him. But Miss Anita is like, I'm trying to engage and work with you instead. And let's be clear on something. When you're ready to get back to work, you're gonna get back to work, and the purses is gonna sell like they never sold before. Derek is still lying about the feeling in his legs. Derek is still lying about the feeling in his legs. And Kat, like when they're having this conversation, Kat is like so sad and downtrodden, and she's showing, Chelsea the engagement they're getting about the bags, which they are real bags. They're going on sale September 29th. And they were like, Kat, what's going on? She was like, I'm sorry. I think I broke my own heart. But baby, we back. And until I can pull it up on the Paramount app, I got to be silent. she didn't call Tomas. She's calling not she's not calling Randy. She's calling Tomas. She's either calling Tomas or she's calling what's the girl? Caroline. She's calling one of them. So basically, yeah, he gonna go off. He's going to go off. So, como se dice, where are we in this whole situation? So, like I said, Vanilla Bean is on big bullshit. Why? Because she called Andre over there to tell him that her and that man was getting married, right? And she's like, "Oh no, he can wait. You know, I called him over here to let him know everything. I called him over here, me, I think, asking where did I go? Um, I called him over here to, tell him. No, yeah, I called him to tell him about our engagement, and he was worried about you. And it's just like, girl, you on bullshit, and Derek is on bullshit too. You on bullshit, and Derek is on bullshit because Derek heard you specifically, y'all conversation. And Derek's on bullshit because Derek is lying about his, like, how he's injured, like how he's doing. He's getting feeling back into his legs. I'm over them because this could have been a phone call. This honestly could have been a text and let it be that. This could have been a text. Like, no joke. This could have been a text. I realized I have bald ears and I don't like that. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'm trying to connect my earbud to my laptop because something is going on with the phone where it's legitimately not playing Beyond the Gates on the phone, but it is playing on the laptop. Um, Chelsea had a not mitzvah. Chelsea had a not mitzvah because she wanted to be ushered into adulthood, but she wanted a bat mitzvah, and they had to explain to her that culturally we are not Jewish. You cannot have a bat mitzvah. That's not how this works. Hold on. Okay. Okay, we're back. We finally figured it out. Okay, I don't know what the hell was going on with Paramount. But baby, let me tell you something. Ashley, bullshiggity. She on that BS. She on that BS again. Let me tell you something. Vanilla Bean? Oh, it's up and stuff for her. Because girl, this could have been a phone call. This could have been a text. This could have been a message in a bottle. Okay, I'm a genie in a bottle. It was not. It was not. Yup, lying it. That hoe is lying. Because he don't want Vanilla Bean to know. And then Vanilla Bean skedaddle her ass back over there with Andre and get on the Andre right. Hey. He don't want that. Okay, so what did I miss? Chelsea had a bat mitzvah back in the day. It was a not mitzvah. So Danny wants to do that again, where it's her, Bill, I'm gonna call him Bill, her, Evil Genuine, Naomi, Chelsea, and probably some of the family, where they dress up and they have a good time, right? And obviously not Vanilla Bean, obviously Triple H is gonna be invited. So after this all happens, and he very much down for it, they leave, and Triple H calls Tomas over there, and she's talking about like, oh, under the guise of we're playing a party, and she's like, I never you that way, and in walks Evil Genuine, and Evil Genuine want to know, am I interrupting something? Yeah, your wife is playing whole ass games with you. That's what you're missing. Okay, that's what you're missing. Chelsea is still going through it. She still got PTSD. She still has trauma. She's still going through this whole, I don't want to launch my business because, I don't want to answer questions from the press about what happened to me. And, what if Crazy tries to do a jailhouse interview and talks about this wedding and so on and so forth? She's scared. She don't know what to do. And Miss Anita was like, listen, you're going to stay here with me and we're going to talk this out until we figure out a way to launch these bags. Because don't let Crazy steal your dream. We're going to figure out how to launch these bags without you having to be at the forefront. So we have to come up with a plan. Okay, Miss Anita got a plan. Now, Kat has gone to try to find Tomas to apologize to him. I would not apologize to that I would not apologize to that that man. I would not be the one apologizing to that man, because ultimately, like Chelsea said, maybe you need to find someone who respects your instincts and actually takes into account what you say, because Kat has been right on the money every single time. She explains to Miss Anita and Chelsea that he thinks I'm a mean girl, and Eva is just like her mother, and he's an Eva apologist. And every time I say anything to her, we get into a verbal spat, and then he has an attitude with me. So now she's going to find him to apologize, and it's just like, girl, we don't apologize to men like that. He don't care about you. He's played in your face one too many times. You saw what it was. Stop trying to hold on to somebody who doesn't really give you the time or day to be yourself. Like, why are we holding on to this lackluster ass man who refuses to give you the time of day to be yourself and just to be you, and doesn't accept you for you, or who doesn't respect your opinion? If you say, I don't trust this person, then your man should be like, okay, why don't you trust this person? And when you explain, be like, okay, takes it into account, and either stays the hell away from the person you don't trust, or tells you, well, I'm not going to stay away, so obviously we can't be in a relationship. He's using you. He's definitely using you. Point blank and the period. Now, when it comes down to Derek, yeah, I don't care about the whole Andre situation. Shanice got him because she either poked him or pinched him, and the feeling in the back of his leg, and said, "You lie! You've had feeling in that leg. Just lie it." Just sitting up here lying. Triple H sitting up here lying too. She's sitting up here lying too. To the office. Wrap it up at the office. Ain't nobody playing with y'all. Yeah, they getting married. Get over it. No, she proposed to him because she's the type to propose to a man. Yes, Andre, now get over it. Girl, all you had to do was send him an email saying that you get married or a wedding announcement. You didn't have to call him. Get over it. She don't want you. She like Vanilla Bean. Oh, girl, stop all that crying. I'm sorry. You are where you want to be. You talk about. For someone who is so happy to be engaged, she is. Girl. No, I think they're gonna end up drunk in Vegas and married. Mm-hmm. What do you mean? Correct. That's exactly what it is. Yep. Eat him up, Shanice. Eat him up, Shanice. Eat him up. Oh, baby, this. Oh. Mm-hmm. Shanice, I say you quit being his physical therapist and let that whole fall to the wayside. Because I don't know why he playing in Shanice's face. Girl. Girl. You're playing with fire at this point, Triple H. You're playing with fire. Oh, he's not going to do that. Because he wants to get back together with her. I wouldn't apologize to that mother. Ooh! Liar! What is he lying? He's never been Team Cat. Oh, talking at. Ooh. Cat, you're setting yourself for a world of heartbreak with this demon. Stop this foolishness, Kat. No. Oh. Oh, Kat. Oh, kitty cat. Kitty, kitty, kitty cat. Your discernment is on point with this man, but you still holding on. I don't know if it's because you really like him. I don't know if you felt like because you gave him your virginity that this makes it like even deeper between the two of you. I don't know if you're holding on to keep him away from Eva. At this point, I don't care. Your discernment has told you that this ain't your man. Your eyes have told you this ain't your man. The words he has spoken to you has told you this ain't your man. Okay, he has all but said to you, I'm not your man. I'm just in it for what I can get up out of you. Not in those exact words, but that is how he's acted. That is how he sounds. And now you're apologizing to him and you're saying that when he called you a mean girl, it hurt you because you realized you were and you're going to do better and you're here with him. He gonna break her heart. He gonna break her down. He gonna break her heart and he gonna break her down, and it's going to be the fallout to what him and Eva end up doing to Kat is going to be something something seriously awful. Speaking of Eva, she went over there Red Ted the Riot Act yesterday about him sleeping with her mama because she was like, I was trying to get her away, and I was trying to convince her that she didn't want anything to do with her because what y'all had was like almost 30 years ago. But you went and woke up the crazy and stirred it up again by sleeping with her, and now she is out on the loose. And if you think she's not gonna say anything to anybody after she said something to me, you were sadly mistaken. Now they did get old girl kicked out of the country club, but she ended up buying herself back into the country club by giving them money to build a sports wing, which honestly, seeing as how she only got $1 million and she's sitting up here buying stuff and buying stuff and buying stuff, she's probably going to the trust and borrowing from the trust to pay for everything. And I talked to my auntie about this. She was like, it costs more to tear something down and rebuild it than it does to remodel it. So now she's about to spend all this money. She gonna be broke soon. She gonna have to file for bankruptcy, or whatever money is coming in is not going to be to the amount that she originally had, which is nuts. So when Anita and Nicole are in the country club and they think she's gone and she tells them that, she gives them the good news for her, and then she gives Nicole crewneck Ted's tie. Yeah, she gave Nicole crewneck Ted's tie. So at this point, Nicole was thinking about how much she loved her husband, how she wanted to be back with him, how she probably made a mistake and not really talking to him, and then she get handed a tie by this woman who hates her guts for no other reason than she got the man that you want so desperately. And she was just saying, I do believe him when he said he had slept with her. Well, he slept with her again. So this is a mess. This is a mess. Oh, a mess. If I can't be happy with you, I'll be happy with you. I guess. No hard feelings, 'cause love looks good on you. If you're happy, I'm happy for you. Triple H feels like, evil genuine. It doesn't feel, fun to see your love flirting with someone else. And he was like, what is this about? Danny, we're trying to put our girl back together. Well, she has hope. She has hope that y'all are going to get back together and she's going to turn into Cowboy Danny again. It was like, child, her gunslinging days are over. Like, come on now. Well, and I love you. Like, she understands that we'll never be together and that ship is sailed. And I love you. Why don't you know that? Well, you need to reiterate it to her. That's what's going to fix it. Reiterate it to her. And it's just like, girl, did you not see Danny with Andre? Did you not see that? Are the eyes not eyeing? Girl, she need glasses. She need glasses. Obviously, that bust down she got in her head is too heavy, so it pulls her back so she can't see what's in front of her. Cause girl, no, what is you doing? Derek was being a jackass, just being a jerk to Shanice, because Shanice is telling him, you need to tell Ashley. Why aren't you telling Ashley? Are you afraid that she's not going to feel the same way about you when you tell her that you're getting feeling back in your legs versus how you are now? And basically saying you are keeping this away from her because you think that she'll leave you and not want to marry you once she knows you're back on your feet, especially because she called Andre here. And he was talking crazy to her, and it's just like, oh, not that one. Not that one. Don't do that. Not that one. This is true. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Oh, not as crazy as Allison. He don't. Cause you're garbage in bed. Like making out with her in her bed and almost sleeping with her. Oh no, it's gonna be messy. Oh, it's gonna be messy. Oh, it's gonna be messy. It's gonna be messy, cat. Cause that sucker there can't stay away. That jive turkey don't know how to stay away from Eva. Oh, from what I learned, I don't have children, but co-parenting don't just stop because the children are adults. It still has to happen. Okay. What the hell? Thank you. Yeah. No, you hear humiliating yourself. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thank you. That's a good question. That is a good question. Does her ultimatum cut them children out that you were very, very upset about? Like, I'm glad. I'm. I am glad. I'm glad Denny sat up there and ate him up like that. Ugh. Oh, what girl, email announcement in the newspaper. Derek said, she chose me. She don't want you. She chose me. Nanny, nanny, boo, boo. I cut more than you do. You lying bastard. You know you could walk. Well, you not walk. You know you have feeling back in your legs. Andre, we don't need to be here. Andre, it's time for us to leave. Andre, it's time for us to go. This is not a this is a very intimate moment. Ugh. Child, I don't want to care about y'all staying together. Let's oh, let's stay together. Oh, loving you well. Oh, times are good, bad, happy or sad. Since we've been together. Oh, shout out to Al Green. No, but ultimately, this situation in that hospital room where they're explaining about their love and them getting engaged, and Andre being a little petty, talk about you should take her to Paris. Now's the perfect time for y'all to go on y'all honeymoon. She's always wanted to go. Y'all should go to Paris. Messy as hell, very petty, but my dog is being real disrespectful. I don't know why she's barking. She has it. It's a whole thing, just messy. But Andre was being messy when he mentioned Paris. But Derek was also being petty because ultimately, if I had to put a sound or a song to it, Derek was saying, speaking to the like, nanny, nanny, boo, boo, I more than you do. She chose me. She don't want you. She chose me. That is what the type of time Derek is on. And I'm like, this is messy as hell. And then he's like, I don't know if I'll ever be able to walk again. And it's just like, you lying. You liar. You're a liar. You know you're getting feeling back in your legs. And you just went off on Shanice. And let me tell you something, not that one. Definitely not that one. You better fix your tone. Okay? Let me help you find your tongue so you can fix that tone when you're talking to Shanice, because Shanice is a physical therapist and a nurse, and Shanice is trying to do her biggest one by telling you to tell that lady that you can feel it back in your legs, because if she really want to be down, I want to be down with what you're going through. I want to be down. If she wanted to be down with you, okay? If she wanted to be down with you for real, if she wanted to come to Death Row Records, then she would be down whether you was in that bed, laid out, not being able to walk, or being able to walk and run into buildings. Point blank and a period. Evil Genuine went over there to tell, Danny, I love my wife. My wife loves me, and I'm setting boundaries. And now that, Chelsea is back. We need to put some distance in. Daddy is like, first of all, your wife is jealous, and you told me that. So there's that. Second of all, us being close or co-parenting or doing whatever we're doing, she thought that we would hit the sheets again. Not happening. But since your wife is jealous and you did the opposite of what I told you to do, and I told you to get her something shiny to distract her from everything, we're gonna set some boundaries, and we also gonna make us a schedule to interact with the girls. That way we don't have to cross any more boundaries, and the new boundaries are laid and set. But you yourself was broken up about Chelsea being missing because of all the time you missed with Chelsea and Naomi due to your wife. So is your wife going to be so jealous that you don't get to spend time with your daughters, and it's just like your kids again? Yeah, that's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be. She ate him up as she should have. They trying to come up with a plan. He was definitely being messy. Aww. It could work. It's crazy good. You don't have to interact with the folks. Like, honestly, Chelsea is like, I don't know, because the trolls and everything, but it's just like, you don't have to interact with the motherfuckers, okay? First of all, if you're going to be a troll, be a paying troll. That's how I feel. If you're going to troll, at least being a paying troll. And you keep all that cursing, because I do enough for all of us, okay? If you're going to be a troll, being a paying troll. Chelsea got her, not Chelsea, Kat got her raggedy ass man back. Good for her. Chelsea going through it. We gonna work on it. Aww. Aww. Chad, Andre down to the bar drinking his feelings. Talking about, I thought somebody pushed me Andre. Vanilla and Vanilla are getting married. Why I feel like somebody punched me in my heart. It's all about him and he being real selfish. And him and Danny gonna end up in Vegas married. I'm telling you now. His heart is broken. His heart is broken. Oh, his heart is broken. Oh, his heart is broken. Vanilla, you will never see heaven. Oh, his heart is broken. Vanilla, you'll never see. You never gonna see the pearly gates for that one. Oh, child. Y'all moving back into that fire trap she calls an apartment? Ooh. What if Wig becomes pregnant? Oh my god, if Wig becomes pregnant, it is over for crew neck. It is up and stuck for crew neck. If Wig gets pregnant, it's up and stuck for crew neck. If Nicole understands the meaning of the tie situation, I can't wait for her to go get that back cracked like a glow stick down to a neon rave party by Carlton. She needs to get that back cracked. And also for the Nicole character, we need her to have a little fun. We need her to, go out dancing. We need her go ahead and get that salsa instructor that was, dancing with Kat or something. Let him come teach her a little move, okay? Because she be having fun. Well, definitely Duplay has fun. Nicole is a little uptight. The character of Nicole is a little uptight. We need to get her, out of her shell, okay? Nobody's saying she can't be, who she is, but we need to get her out of her shell. Okay, we need her to have some fun. We need her to discover who she is. Let her go on her eat, pray, love journey, but like on the show and not her leaving. If a condom was used, I could see her saving it. Y'all, I don't think they use condoms. I don't. I think crewneck Ted is just that weak-willed and easily influenced. I do. Also, Lil Sabbatical wants to talk to June. She convinces Lil Tidarius that she has questions that she wants to ask June, and certain questions that only June can answer. And it's not like she can't go and talk to the other women in the family, but they have their own stuff going on. But she really wants to ask June, like I said, there are questions she wants to ask June that only June would know. And these are conversations that you have with your mother as a young woman, as a teenager, as just like a little girl. There are certain questions you can only ask your mother, and there are only questions, like certain questions only your mother has answers to. So you want to have these conversations with them because you feel like this will be left unsaid. And inserting the sperm or doing, I can see her doing all of that. She wants to lock that man down. I can see her doing all of that. I can see her doing all of that. I can see her doing all of that to lock him down. I could definitely see it happening. Wig is not above doing that stuff. Oh, what the hell? Baby, not the playback, then not playback. Bounce back, bounce back. Oh, how do you want me? How dating me? How do you want me? Okay, come on, bring it back, bring it back, bring it, bounce back. Something happened. I don't know what's going on with the app today. It's being weird. Chelsea is not like too keen on the launch idea of them doing it online because she doesn't want to deal with trolls. But baby, let me tell you something. If somebody's gonna troll you, at least let them be a paying troll. And while not all attention is good attention, the same people who are gonna be trolling you is the same people who are gonna be buying the products because those are people who are secretly envious of you. Not all trolls are secretly envious of you. Sometimes trolling just be fun, but a lot of the trolls who just be doing the absolute most are secretly envious of you. And I think that's what we're hitting on with Chelsea. Girl, ain't nobody worried about them folks. Ain't nobody worried about them folks and the mess that they gonna get up to. I feel like this is a situation where I'm gonna have to go on mute again. Oh no, it just switched over to the other Wi-Fi. I don't know why it did that. I don't know why it did that, especially when the playback was not playing back. Something's going on with this app and I don't like it. Okay, so we back with the girls. Hold on. I'm gonna have to go on mute to listen to this. Okay, so Chelsea has finally agreed to do the launch and not allow Allison to steal her joy and her shine. They're gonna have Samantha, a little sabbatical, moderating the chat. So baby, the launch is happening. Good. Evil Genuine had a conversation with Tomas about what Triple H was trying to pull, and they worked it out. It'll never happen again. It'll never happen again. It'll never happen again. Uh-oh. Andre and Danny are having conversations. They both have agreed they both selfish and misunderstood they gonna have a drink. Danny told him it might be good that you and Vanilla Bean ain't got together because I don't think y'all would have lasted. It would have fizzled out. But you all would probably offered to, take pictures at the wedding. And Danny was like, I don't know what the hell she thought this was, but I was just trying to recreate a moment for my daughter to get her back on her feet. Ain't nobody gonna try to seduce him at that party. And Andre was like, let's be honest. You and that man have chemistry. You can see the chemistry from 50 feet away. It's a lot, okay? Oh, he's crazy. Oh, he's crazy. Oh, he's crazy. He better not do nothing to my Shanice. He better not do nothing to my Shanice. He's crazy. You about to move in with this lady and you have yet to tell her you getting feeling back into your legs? Oh, you are a bag full of crazy. Sing a song tonight. Remember the 21st night of September. Did you remember? I will be watching the tribute to Earth, Wind, and Fire. I will be watching that. Derek is crazy. He is going to move in with Vanilla Bean without telling her that he has feelings back in his legs. And ask Shanice, can you help a patient out? Sir, hell, go there now. Immediately. Kick your ass. Ooh, chile. This is too much. Okay, y'all be looking out for my recap of all of this because we had a whole bunch of technical difficulties today. So be looking out for my recap of all of this. Chat, this is messy. This is a messy ass episode. But at least we figured out what we're gonna do with the launch. We never saw, oh boy, answer the question. With your wife being as jealous as she is, what does this mean for the relationship between you and your children? Because ultimately, her being jealous and her wanting to keep you all to herself is why you ended up missing so much time with your daughters in the first place, on top of the fact that they hadn't forgiven you for the way you did Danny and broke up their familial unit. And was sitting up there lying their faces about how you felt about Danny. What does this mean? I don't know. But what I do know is Triple H done gone too goddamn far. She done gone too goddamn far. But Derek is also going too goddamn far. Ultimately, when I think about this, if Triple H wasn't holding on to Evil Genuine as hard as she was, and if Crazy Eyed Derek wasn't holding on to Ashley as hard as he was, Ashley would be Andre, Danny and Evil Genuine would probably be back together, and both of them would be left out on the lurch or be with other people, but they're not gonna let that happen. But with that being said, don't forget to hit the links in the description box down below. If you're on YouTube, vote.governvote.org. Make sure you're registered to vote. Make sure you're kept up to date about everything that's going on, who's running for what positions, what their policies are, what their positions on said policies are. And, make sure you have all your information, your documents, and y'all be safe out there, because we've seen what's happening as of recently, and don't let them get your gold. Like, we are at the point of we don't give, and y'all not gonna make us give up, okay? But if you're on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn your post notifications on. And if you're on Twitch, don't forget to hit that follow button. With that being said, I love all of y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow live, but I will have some recaps possibly going up today, so be looking out for that, and I will see y'all later.